everybody, I'm Tiffany and today I'm doing another movie review. I know the lighting is really off right now, but I'm in California and it gets dark at like 4:30. So I have to improvise on the spot, and I found this nice little LED light somewhere in my house and decided to try it out. So we'll see how it looks. But it kind of fits, I don't know why, but it kind of works for Harry Potter. But anyways, I am doing a movie review today, and it is on the new movie that just came out, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Well, it came out from the time I made this video. I don't know when this is gonna actually be up, so it could be a while. I got my score, I got my wand, and I got my Hogwarts shirt. I know it's like Ilvermorny, the school. It fit, so I wore it because I love the shirt. So there we go. Alright, so I did go see Fantastic Beasts really recently. It's pretty awesome because I actually work at one of the AMC theaters, so I got to see it for free. It was so awesome to me. I was definitely a little bit hesitant on this movie. I love Eddie Redmayne. That really got me excited, but I was a little worried about how it was going to be received because it is Harry Potter, but it's not Harry Potter. You don't have really any of your characters that you grew to love in the first movies, which is really sad. I think it definitely passed my expectations. I had so much fun with it, and it was just absolutely incredible. I love the time period that it takes place in, and it's overall a really good movie, and I feel like you should definitely watch it. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll definitely appreciate it. There are little hints here and there for you little Harry Potter fans who know what in the world you're talking about. For those of you who maybe have never seen Harry Potter, this is definitely a movie you can watch without having to have seen the others before that. Though I really suggest you watch the original Harry Potter because, guys, oh my gosh, you are missing out. For those of you who want statistics, as of right now, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them has a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. From the time this posts, I'm not really sure if it's going to have dropped or raised. I'm not sure. I definitely concur with that. I think it definitely deserves a 7.9. It was pretty awesome. Category-wise, it's adventure, family, fantasy. The plot line of it is it follows the writer, Newt Scamander, who ends up actually writing one of Harry Potter's school books and the actual Harry Potter books, who studies different species in the wizarding world. And he ends up having to travel to America, and chaos and fantastic adventures and new friends and just, oh, I dropped my wand, in the 1920s, which is an awesome time period to do it in. It is very different from the Harry Potter movies in a sense of, as I'm pretty sure all of you know, because even if you haven't seen the Harry Potter movies, you probably know who the actors are, because we've basically watched them grow up on film. So Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is different in that sense, where you're not following from a kid's perspective, you're following from an adult's perspective. So it introduces this whole adult world to this Harry Potter world that you don't really get insight to in the others. And I really liked it personally. I'm not sure how other people feel about it, but it was very refreshing. People have been wanting a prequel to Harry Potter, and I'm really happy that J.K. Rowling did it in such an interesting and unique way. It wasn't a direct prequel like The Rise of Voldemort or anything. It was this whole entire thing on itself. And it's gonna be 5 movies, and I'm so excited. 5 more years of Harry Potter. I was panicking because I was thinking recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, there is going to be a generation that doesn't know what the heck Harry Potter is. Harry Potter is just going to be a classic. And it blew my mind and scared me so badly. And when I found out they were making Fantastic Beasts, I was like, yes, this can hold for 5 more years. Harry Potter will be known forever. I don't think Harry Potter's ever going to end. I really hope not. I don't want it to end. It's amazing. For those of you who like to know the cast, it stars Eddie Redmayne, who's absolutely amazing in this movie. I love him. I love you, Eddie Redmayne. I don't know why you would be seeing this right now, but I love you, and I think you're awesome. Hi! And also it stars Catherine Waterston, who plays Tina, which is one of Newt Scamander's sidekicks. You have Alison Sudol playing Queenie, and also Dan Fogler, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, who plays Kowalski in this. Kowalski is like maybe my second favorite character next to Eddie Redmayne. You have Colin Farrell, Ezra Miller, just a bunch of people. It's a really great and amazing cast, and all of them did an absolutely fabulous job in it. So I definitely suggest you go and see it. It is super duper fun. It is family friendly. Do I think it's better than the original Harry Potter movies? Absolutely not. I think I'm still kind of like the Harry Potter movies a little bit better, the original ones, but I still really, really love this, and I feel like it's a great addition to it. So go check it out and see it and fall in love with it. Come on, it's America. America represent! So that's basically all I can tell you without completely and utterly spoiling you senseless. So I'm gonna suggest you non-spoilery people that you leave now, okay? Alright, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye, non-spoilery people. Go away, oh. I don't know the spell for go away. Expelliarmus! I know that one. I've always wanted to say that. Bye, non-spoilery people. Goodbye! They better be gone. I just so loved this movie so much. First of all, it had a bunch of different magical creatures. I think I mentioned this in the past video, but I am a big fantasy person, and I especially love it when you build a world and learn all about these different species that you have to meet. Learning about all of these animals and creatures, it was just so much fun for me. It was so cool. It was awesome. It was amazing. So the opening scene, well, not exactly opening scene. Like one of the first scenes in the movie is when Newt Scamander is at the bank and he's with Kowalski. And oh my gosh, I just felt that scene set up the whole rest of the movie perfectly because it was light and funny. Yes, it's dramatic in the movie. It does have a very dark side to it, but there is also this light, fun curiosity in it, and it absolutely set that up with that. The Niffler gets out of his case, and oh my gosh, that Niffler was absolutely adorable. Niffler is the one that loves like all the jewelry and everything. Him just going around and stealing everybody's stuff was absolutely hilarious. And then Newt runs into Kowalski, and Kowalski's there to get a loan, and so Kowalski asks, what is Newt there for? And Newt's like, same as you. And Kowalski's like, you're gonna open a bakery? What? I love Kowalski so much. And it was a great way to introduce you to all the characters more so. You run into Tina, who's going to be Newt's sidekick later on. You get a sense of her character and what she's about. You get introduced to Kowalski. And you also even get introduced to Credence and his mom who adopted him, who are crazy anti-wizard people, which is creepy. It was really interesting seeing the differences between America and England because, as you know, in England we called them muggles, people without magic. But in America we call them no-maj. We call them no-maj. I like muggles better. Muggles just rolls off the tongue better. I think I like that. Nothing wrong with no-maj. I'm just sticking to muggles. I'm going to side with Newt on that. So I should speak with the British accent all the way through. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to torture you with that. And it was really interesting to see the dynamic between people and like, wizards. Because in England, wizards and witches aren't known or anything like that, really. They're not publicly known across in all of England, but you're allowed to marry muggles and have a family that way. You have wizards and witches who are muggle-born, so you have that whole dynamic. But in America, it's very anti-wizard, where they don't necessarily believe in witches and wizards, but wizards and witches aren't allowed to even remotely be near muggles. It definitely created a different dynamic. Tina's character, I did like Tina's character. I think it was just a little bit confusing. I feel like she did go a little bit back and forth, which I didn't necessarily mind, but between the sense of like, oh, I'm helping you. Oh, I'm taking you to jail. Oh, no, I'm helping you. Oh, I'm taking you to jail. She was very back and forth with Newt. It wasn't too annoying, though. Like, that can get really annoying really easily because you're like, make up your mind. Please. She did a really good job of it not being annoying, and that like you could tell this internal struggle within her and that she really just wanted to do good. Being introduced to all these different creatures was just so much fun, especially seeing Kowalski and Newt run around trying to get all of the different animals that have escaped. I think my favorite one was the Erumpent, which was the giant thing found at Central Park, because you have the whole mating call thing, which was absolutely hilarious. That scene made me fall in love with Eddie Redmayne so much because his whole weird dance to lure the creature was fabulous. You can just tell he was so into it, and I absolutely loved it. It was so hilarious. And then it went after Kowalski. Poor Kowalski, he just keeps getting in a mess. Each time trying to catch a different creature was just amazing. I know I keep just saying like amazing and fabulous, but I don't know, it's mind-blowing. It was good. The movie also had some really good twists in it. First of all, with Colin Farrell, I kind of knew right off the bat though that he was going to be the bad guy. He looked too much like Grindelwald from the back, except his hair was black, so I was like, oh my god, he's totally got to be Grindelwald. And I was right in a sense. But the twist that came with that was so awesome, because I had learned recently that Johnny Depp had a cameo in this movie. So I was waiting this whole entire time for Johnny Depp to show up. And I heard he was going to be in the other movies, but somehow it did not even cross my mind that he would actually be Grindelwald himself. And seeing Colin Farrell transform into Johnny Depp, I was like, wait, what is happening? Time out. Wait, what? I was so confused for a second, and then I realized it just turned into the most awesome cameo ever. I just wish they had not said it like online, because that would be so cool for the audience to not even realize Johnny Depp was in the film and show up and see that he's the evil mastermind in this movie. And you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that would have been incredible. But they didn't do that. They said it. But it was still really cool. And then the other big twist that we had was with Credence. Now, it totally got me on this one, I got to admit. I thought Credence maybe had some sort of dark power or something like that, and that he was a wizard. But then you find out the whole backstory about Obscurials and this whole idea of wizards and witches trying to suppress their magic, causing them to have this really dark and twisted power. And when they said that, I kind of followed the path of the movie in that the little girl was going to be the one to have that and live that. And I know it was really obvious, but I thought that's what it was going to be. But then like Credence would have this amazing, incredible power and save the girl from Colin Farrell. But that did not happen. Instead, Credence ended up being the one that was the Obscurial. And that was a really cool twist. I did not really see that coming until like 5 seconds before it happened. And then I realized, oh, it's not the little girl, it's the crazy guy you just insulted. And I felt really bad for him. I just wish I could have gotten to know him a little bit more. Like, I wish he hadn't died in this one. Like, I really didn't want him to. I wanted to learn more about Obscurials. He was just such a good way to learn about them, and now he's gone, and it's really sad. I was wondering if Obscurials were going to come into play more in the rest of the movies, because we have 5 movies, so I can see them becoming important in some way, but I'm not really sure how yet. Just the whole crew of this movie did such a good job on the character development for each and every single character. Like, Credence could very easily have been this annoying kid that you just want gone. And I really did root for him to be able to get through this in some way. I mean, it seemed inevitable that he would die, but part of me hoped in some way that Tina and Nuke would save him. But I'm really interested about Obscurials now, because I mean, they explain the basics of it, but we've seen a person now who was supposed to not have been alive past 10, and he somehow has survived all of these years. And I want to know, is there going to be more people like that? Is there going to be this giant army of people like that? Grindelwald was looking for people like that. What's going to stop him from searching in other places? I'm like worried. I'm worried what Grindelwald's gonna do. And then the ending overall was just really, really sweet. I'm one who really loves slow romances. I don't necessarily like them to already necessarily be a couple at the end or something like that. Like, the romances in the old Harry Potter movies and the original Harry Potter movies are so much fun because they take so much time to develop for them to actually get to the right person. You know how long it took Harry to be with Ginny? You know how long it took Ron to be with Hermione? That took forever. It took so many books. It took 7 books, and we were all like, Ron and Hermione, get together. I want Tina and Newt to be together, but I was really happy that it was just this sweet little moment of him being like, can I bring the book to you in person? It was just so adorable. And I want to see them together forever and ever 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 and ever. And also with Queenie and Kowalski. That was exciting. I was really mad they made Kowalski forget everything, but it seems like he's getting right back into it, which is nice that they're not stalling it another whole movie. But I really want to see Queenie with Kowalski because she's so sweet, and he's so sweet, and they can be sweet together. That's basically all I have to say about this movie. It was super duper fun. There were so many different creatures. There was the boat truckle, which was really cute, and so many others, and I absolutely loved it. And I know I did not cover everything in this movie, but you can let me know your favorite part down below. I'd love to know what your thoughts were on the movie itself as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in my Harry Potter fandom with my scar, woo, and my wand, and my shirt, Hogwarts forever, sorry Overmorning. Just let me know what you thought about the movie down below. If you have any other book or movie recommendations, leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely check them out. I write down all of your suggestions and have them like on a list. And when I go out to the bookstore or Target or something where they sell movies, I make sure to look for them and get them and do a review for them on you because I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and don't forget to be awesome. All right, goodbye. Expelliarmus. I just like saying that so much. All right, goodbye.